We all had hobbies, right? For different reasons, sure. Out of curiosity, to find escape, or whatever reason. But at some point, I'm sure that everyone finds something they're truly passionate about. Something they could do for hours, days, or even years if they wanted to, without ever the feeling of wasting their time. And for me, this was with Rubik's cubes. Or maybe it was its 43 quintillion combinations, its vivid colors, or even its just endless challenge, but I simply loved it. I started cubing in 2020 during lockdown. Like lots of people, I was just bored at home. I stumbled on a crappy 40-minute long video, terrible quality by the way, but it taught me how to solve the cube. And at the time, I didn't know what I was getting into, but this one video made me discover a hobby that would stick with me for more than 3 years. And at the time, life was sweet. School was easy, didn't care much about what others thought, and stress didn't exist. It was just me, the cube, and time. 3 months in, I think, I broke the 45-second barrier and went into a Discord server. That's really when I fell into the rabbit hole. I did over 10 competitions in 2 years, about 5 competitions a year. When I say it out loud, it's crazy numbers, for me at least. I invested time, money, and built a collection that I think I could be proud now, going through really weird looking puzzles. But at the end, I loved it. So I went from a 45-second average to about 11.5. I discovered dozens of other puzzles, starting cubing blindfolded, and even went into very obscure and bizarre cubes. I even made it into the nationals. What? Cubing became more than a hobby. It was a way to escape, to lose hours without even noticing. But I made friends. I even taught the friends around me how to solve it. Every part of my life somehow came back to cubing, and I really loved every part of it. But sadly, life catches up. And suddenly, time doesn't feel infinite no more. Being a young teen means you can dive 100% into something, but you don't realize how lucky you were until that same freedom slips away. Schoolwork showed up, I started getting more serious into sports too, social life, family events. Soon, real life started asking for my attention, and slowly, cubing lost its place. I started solving less, stopped being as active on Discord, and stopped following world records and new methods. If I had to put a name on what happened, I would say emotional detachment. Exactly that. Sessions weren't as fun anymore. I didn't make progress, so I quit. And the surprising part, it wasn't hard. I spent almost 3 years on this twisty puzzle, and saying goodbye to it was simple. It was like saying goodbye to a friend you've slowly outgrown. You stop texting, and one day you realize you're not friends anymore. So weeks passed, then months, no cubes, no solving, nothing. But not long ago, I was waiting for my bus, and a woman with her kid walked by. The woman was trying to solve her son's cube. Almost out of instinct, I think, I asked, "Sorry, but can I help you with that?" And I did. My hand still remembered everything. When I handed it back, the kid smiled. Big, bright joy. And it hit me. I still love it. I still love cubing. For a second, I wanted to grind again. To come back. But I knew what that was. It wasn't a sign to restart cubing. It was memory. How something can stick with you even after you moved on. Not a sign to return. Just a reminder of what it gave me. But at the end, Cubing has taught me so much more than just solving a puzzle. It has taught me grit, how to show up, how to stick to something and improve day by day. This thing taught me discipline, structure, focus, patience. Crazy, right? I would say that most of all, it taught me stress management. Because I still remember at the time, nationals had me shaking. But over time, I learned how to stay calm, even under pressure. And that's why now when I'm in stressful competitions or exams, I'm cool. Because I've been there before. Cubing gave me foundation. Even if I quit, it stayed with me. Right now, I'm focused on my life as a student and as an athlete. It's not always easy, but it gives me joy. The same joy that cubing once gave me. I wanted to share my story not only for the cubers watching this video, but for anyone who is afraid of letting go. Just because you gave years of your life for something doesn't mean you're not allowed to move on. On the contrary, maybe it's exactly because you gave it your all that now you need to find something new. Remember this, quitting isn't always failure. Sometimes it's just evolution. If you ever stepped away from something you loved and learned from it, hit subscribe so we can share these stories together. This was Wyden. See you next time. Bye.